Hello, welcome to Introduction to the Visual Arts. Today we're going to look at Andy Warhol's soup can. When Andy Warhol was a boy, his mother became ill and his older brother made lunch for him every day, and he made him a can of Campbell's soup for lunch each day. At that time there were 27 different brands of Campbell's soup. So when Andy Warhol created the pop art style based on popular culture, he thought that the Campbell soup can was an image that everybody would recognize. So we're going to do this next project based on Andy Warhol's Campbell soup. You will need to have discarded pop can, or you can use a different kind of a can if you want, or you can use a can of beans if you want, whatever you want your iconic image to be. So what we're going to do is, it's really not a real difficult thing to do, but but the most difficult part is to decide what you want to draw. This is a very simple object to draw, and we've already done some drawing depending on what order you watch these videos. You'll need to draw an elliptical shape. But before you draw the elliptical shape, remember to put your ½ border on your paper. Now you probably want to draw your soup can larger than life size, or your pop can larger than life size. So here what you want to do is you want to draw your elliptical form. And again, you want to have it like a cigar shape, nice rounded corners. And you would like your corners to be the same on both sides. If you're having trouble getting this flat, you can just put a ruler down and draw a line like this before you draw the ellipse, and then draw your ellipse to touch the line. The next step is to put the sides on your can, and again you want to make sure that you're parallel to the edge of the paper. So draw the sides of your can, just keeping it parallel and to the edge of the paper. And again, you kind of want to not have this too long. You want to have it so it's kind of in scale, and then just put the bottom of your can, which is going to be this form. Whatever this arc is, that's the arc the bottom of your can is going to be. Then the next step is you want to set it on the tabletop, so you want to put a tabletop behind it. You don't want to put your line here because it has no space to exist in. You really want to have the line up a little bit from the base of your pop can. So the pop can that I'm looking at has a little bit of an indentation here. So I'm going to add that little indentation. So what you want to do is you want to actually look at a pop can, and so you want to go ahead and look at your pop can and then try to repeat what you're seeing. Try not to have this in your ellipse here, try not to have this too wide. If you have it too wide, you get to have some distortion. Okay. The next step would be to look at your pop can and try to replicate what you're looking at your pop can. Now this one is really, really clever. You don't have to do this if this is going to be too hard for you, but if you want to try it, I recommend that you give it a try. What this is there's just a hole that's been ripped in the can, and then the tin has been just laid back, and then just colored in with colored pencils gray, so it looks like the silver of the middle can, and then it appears that another pop can has been shoved inside. Now if this becomes too challenging, by all means, just do the pop can. Just look at your pop can and try to repeat the design on the front and the colors on the front. And what you need to do is really, really look at the can. Look at the can, look where the white spots are, look at the size of the letters, look at how do the shadows hit, what is the color of the top. Can you actually draw this little opening device at the top. Try to do that. Try to get this little part inside here that is indented, and see if this should be a little bit darker here. Is there a little shadow here that's created? And then see what you can do. Now, I'm not going to give you too many instructions about how to do this step by step, because I really want you to try by yourself and see how close you can get it to look like your actual pop can. If you have trouble or if you have questions, contact me through email or on the discussion board, and maybe I can help you in an individual case by case. So good luck with this project. Good luck with your Andy Warhol pop can.